Hi, I'm Bev Rollings, and I'm a parent and parishioner at Sacred Heart School, and I'm also the president of the Sacred Heart School Foundation. But right now, I'm removing my hat as foundation president and standing before you just as a parent and parishioner. An emotional, personal story is not easy to share, but I'm doing so in hopes to provide you comfort, inspiration, and strength as you contemplate your investment of time, talent, and treasure to ensure the sustainability of Sacred Heart School. Rob and I moved here as newlyweds from our hometown of Macon in northeast Missouri in the fall of 1993. He had just earned his degree in architecture, and we wanted to live in a smaller town with an architecture firm. My degree was in business, so I had more career flexibility. Sedalia fit the bill. We both landed jobs with annual salaries in the upper teens and lower 20s, bought our first house at an auction for $39,000, and we felt like we had the world by the tail. We thought we'd probably be in Sedalia about 3 years and then move to Columbia, which was closer to our hometown. I was born and raised Catholic, Rob was Methodist, and we registered at Sacred Heart as we intended to raise our future children in the Catholic faith. As we attended Masses, we learned more about the school and were amazed that our town had a then K-12 Catholic school, and even further amazed at its reputation for excellence. This made us start to rethink our plan to move elsewhere. We knew we wanted our children to be educated in a strong academic environment that was congruous with our moral values and could speak to those openly, helping our children learn and sharpen their God-given gifts that were meant for service to others. Father Bill Miller asked me to join the administration commission, where I would serve for the next 8 years. Rob joined the church in 1997. We had our first child, Emma, in 1998, Sadie in 2000, and our son Jude in 2002. Life was full and good and crowded in our little house, so we moved to a larger house in 2003, and Emma started kindergarten at Sacred Heart. 3 major events were to soon come and shake us to our core, testing our faith in God and in one another. The first event. During that same year of 2003, and on my 34th birthday, during a checkup for Emma, I told Dr. Jeffrey Sharp that I'd been having numbness and weakness on my right side. Less than a year later, I would be diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Fear of losing health insurance coverage, mounting medical bills, and concerns about how to care for 3 young children while I had a progressive chronic illness dominated our thoughts. The second event. In late 2004, Rob's employer was showing increasing signs of instability, and paychecks even bounced. We did not want to leave Sedalia, as Sacred Heart had become our family's home, with Sadie now in school too. So our dream of opening an architecture firm of our own became a must-do instead of a one day we would like to do. And in early 2005, we made the stressful leap of opening our own business while still learning to deal with and overcome my diagnosis and raising our young family. It was a good move, and in 2007, we moved the firm out of our home and into our current offices on Broadway. In the spring of 2008, we hired our first architecture employee who moved here from Michigan with his new bride. The third event was to come to us that very fall. The mortgage crisis began to bleed over into the larger economy and was becoming what we now know as the Great Recession. Our office phones went silent. Some customers halted projects only partially completed, and some left us holding the bag. We canceled any optional expense and took on unhealthy amounts of debt to stay afloat. During each of these events, which strained our financial, emotional, and spiritual life tremendously, we considered discontinuing our tithing and/or sending our children to public school instead of to Sacred Heart. Sleepless nights and anxious days spent in prayer, straining for God's guidance, yielded his counsel over and over. From Deuteronomy, "Be not afraid." From Jeremiah, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you." Skipping to the present day, we just celebrated 26 years of marriage. I live a healthy life, medication-free. Our architecture firm is now 14 years old. Our two oldest girls have graduated from Sacred Heart and now attend Truman State University on full-ride scholarships, and our son Jude is a senior. We fully recognize that it was not just God and us in this story, but our whole Sacred Heart community that helped make our tuition affordable and the education priceless through gifts of treasure and extraordinarily generous gifts of time and talent. For that, we are so very grateful and feel we can never repay the debt fully, but only through investing our own time, talent, and treasure. We hope that we've been a good investment. We are just one story among so many Sacred Heart families that needed help in the past and need help now to make extraordinary Catholic education a reality. For the past 8 years, we've significantly increased our tithing to the church and our gifts to the Sacred Heart Foundation. And for the past 3, we've been giving what we would have spent on college tuition. That is not to brag, but to share something deeply personal that in the quiet prayer we felt God was asking us to do, to be good stewards. I know there are many among us who are doing this as well. So in no way am I telling you what to do, but I am inviting you to step out in faith and to experience the deep joy that comes from placing all of your trust in God. No matter where you are in your life, whether you're just working hard as parents to pay the tuition or beyond that, selfless and sacrificial giving, whether through time, talent, treasure, asking others to give, or all of the above, is needed in order for us to fulfill the Church's mission here on earth, to continue the works of Jesus Christ. In the words of Saint Teresa of Avila, "Christ has no body now but yours, no hands, no feet on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes through which he looks with compassion on this world. Yours are the feet with which he walks to do good. Yours are the hands through which he blesses all the world. Yours are the hands, yours are the feet, yours are the eyes, you are his body." I want to invite you to invest whatever it is that you feel comfortable for your family. It is all needed, it's all welcome. We are so grateful, and I want to thank you for time and time again showing up for the sustainability of Sacred Heart School.